It's been almost 2 weeks since Angus Robertson's secretive meeting with the Deputy Israeli Ambassador, and yet he's still in post as a Scottish Government Minister. But how could John Swinney sack him? After all, as the Sunday Mail reports, it was the First Minister who signed off the meeting. Yesterday, Angus Robertson broke his radio silence to apologise for creating the impression that Scotland was normalising relations with the Israeli state, but to confirm that he had not considered his position as External Affairs Secretary. In the nearly 2 weeks it took Angus Robertson to make his non-apology, Gaza had its first confirmed case of polio, Bet Salem released a harrowing report into the treatment of Palestinians held in Israeli jails, and a Foreign Office diplomat resigned over Britain's likely complicity in Israeli war crimes. Seeking to take the heat off Angus Robertson, the SNP last week removed the whip from their backbench MSP John Mason. By punishing Mason for his frankly sickening comments on Gaza, which minimised the civilian death toll, the SNP sought to obscure the role of Angus Robertson in taking the meeting and John Swinney's role in authorising it. Amidst a slew of criticism from SNP MPs and MSPs, John Swinney tied himself in knots attempting to defend his Cabinet Secretary's photo op. He claimed that what amounted to an offer of diplomatic legitimacy to a regime engaged in apartheid was in actual fact the best way for the Scottish Government to transmit its position on a ceasefire in Gaza. John Swinney, whose leadership was enlisted to provide competence and experience, now presides over an SNP once famed for its discipline and slick communications in open rebellion. This episode and its aftermath confirm the weakness of the party's leadership. Paralysed by his decision to allow the meeting in the first place, Swinney can't credibly get rid of Robertson and consequently can't quell internal dissent. However, these dynamics should not be allowed to distract from the simple fact that if the Scottish Government's commitment to a ceasefire is so unwavering, then it shouldn't be having meetings with representatives of a regime which systematically targets schools, hospitals and civilians in the first place. John Swinney has been far from vocal on Palestine since he became SNP leader. In fact, compared to his predecessor, he's said relatively little, be that on the International Criminal Court's application for arrest warrants or on the International Court of Justice's July ruling on the illegality of Israel's occupation. The latter ruling is one Angus Robertson would do well to read if he is going to continue discussing future cooperation on culture, technology and renewable energies with the Israeli embassy. Not least because it commands states to take steps to prevent trade or investment relations that assist in the maintenance of the illegal situation created by Israel in the occupied Palestinian territory. Many see the SNP's foreign policy prospectus as progressive and internationalist, but look beneath the rhetoric and that's just not the case. Angus Robertson, who oversaw the SNP's U-turn on NATO membership to support it in 2012 as party defence spokesperson, is in many ways emblematic of that. His latest meeting with the Israeli Deputy Ambassador should serve as a wake-up call for us all.